last time we were together, our group decided to explore this derelict Nautiloid. Zalath more so to make sure that there wasn't any other threats aboard the vessel that could potentially sneak up behind them or get a jump on them while they were here. As they were exploring, they discovered some interesting things. Cecil found a blackened cast iron trident that he began to carry around with him as they searched the Nautiloid to come up rather empty until they started to explore the upper levels, where all of a sudden things detached from the darkened ceiling of the ship, and these terrible ghouls and ghasts started to attack our heroes. Rayla decided to engulf our heroes and the enemies and the, what do they call, Arms of Hadar? Is that what it's called? Is that what it's, or is it the, yep. And probably Hunger of Hadar, and probably did a little bit more damage to the party in the process. When the battle was said and done, Cecil, discouraged at what just happened, trudged off towards the ship and began to float back to his vessel. And that's where we ended the last episode. So the rest of you are still on the Nautiloid, with now a purple glimmering floating shark that's swimming around Cleo.
Mm-hmm. I'm following my buddy.
You're following Cecil? Okay.
Yeah. He's upset, so I'm going to just trail after him.
Yeah, now waited on the dock, or on the deck, where we like swam over.
All right, I'll leave it in your hands, folks.
Cecil.
Oh, what?
Are you okay, Cecil? Did she hurt you?
She didn't hurt me, she hurt everybody else.
Oh. Well, I mean, yes. But it's alright, I'm okay. And Zelazzi is okay. He's very big. He can handle it. It's alright.
It's easy to say it's alright because nobody died. But what if somebody died? What if I died? Would it be alright? Would that be okay?
I don't think...
If Zelazzi died, would that be okay?
Of course not. And
if you died, would that be okay?
I mean, I'd prefer that not to be the case. I don't
Can anybody see if you're dying when we're in complete darkness?
No.
Okay, yeah, it was reckless and super dangerous and could have killed any of us and nobody would have known until afterward.
I guess. But, I mean, we're kind of stuck together for now, right? So we gotta try and make it work for now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. It'll be okay, Cecil. I wouldn't let them hurt you.
I don't really know if we have a choice in the matter.
I mean, we can walk away. If something like that happens again, we can just walk away.
That's what I'm doing now.
Well, I mean, like in the fight, even if she's going to hurt us, we can just leave.
And that's kind of what I did, actually.
Okay. I mean, I kind of had a couple of them like right next to me, so I couldn't really just leave. And then I had to get Zalak safe too.
Right.
So I couldn't just leave.
You can see what you can't see. I can't see what I can't see.
No, so you did the right thing. You just leave. That's all.
Right.
And next time it happens, we leave. And then she can deal with it herself if that's what she wants to do.
Right. Yes.
Okay? It'll be alright. And we're all fine. See? Nothing bad happens.
Nothing bad happened this time.
Right. Well, you're never guaranteed tomorrow.
Yes, but people you consider your friends shouldn't be the one to make you not see you tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't realize we were to the point of friends yet. I thought we were just kind of sort of like traveling companions.
Well, we've been through a lot, but now maybe we are just traveling companions. I don't know.
Oh, all right. Listen. I'm not very good at this sort of thing. I haven't had a lot of friends since I was little. I've been kind of alone a long time, so um, it's kind of just. I mean, and my mom was not good at teaching me how to make friends either. She had like a list of people she cared about, and it was like 10 people, and that was it. Everybody else could die as far as she cared. So, like, I kind of have the similar. Like, I mean, I care about you, and I care about Zelath, and I would prefer if Zarin was okay too. And I want to care about Rayla, but she keeps doing things that make me very angry. So, I'm working on that.
Well, maybe a list isn't a bad idea.
Yeah. Lists are good. They
Maybe
help you
I should
focus.
make a list of friends. Maybe that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Just something about Friday and lists. Just can't get away.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely wasn't leading into that at all. It's fine.
You, Cecil, and Cleo do hear, in your mind, you hear the familiar voice of Kictownic as you guys had floated back to the vessel that he was on, and you guys hear, "Oh, you've returned. This place gives me the creeps."
It's terrible. It's
What did-
truly spooky.
What did you
I don't-
find?
Mostly dead things and undead things.
Did you run into any of those individuals that I overheard before?
Which individuals are those?
That's a good question. It's been a long time.
Is someone carrying the body of the Thrycrane that we found from the jail? Take that out.
I don't know what the rest of you are doing. Cecil just kind of ran off, and Cleo followed him.
Yeah, I
was
don't
laughing and
think
was waiting
anybody
on the back.
said specifically they were, but I could be wrong.
I mean, that's a good point.
I
If
said
it
that
is,
we should, but I'm not doing that.
I think Zarin would. I believe Zarin would if it's one of his crew members, one of his people. I feel like Zarin on principle. That's probably what I'm.
Okay, so Zarin would go and down below and get the corpse of the Thrycrane that you guys saw. Smells pretty bad.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Is the dead Thrycrane that's down there the same one that like demon thing was using as a disguise to trick us when we first came into the Nautiloid? Is it the same person?
It doesn't appear to be the same person.
Hmm.
I find like a sheet or something to put over his body, so I'm not just carrying it.
Yeah, there's some probably like ripped up pieces of like burlap and stuff that you can wrap it up in aboard the vessel. There's nothing on this ship is in good condition, but you can find a couple pieces and kind of wrap up the body. What about Zelath and Rayla? What do you guys want to do at this moment while that conversation is happening aboard the other ship?
So that spelljamming helm was broken, and there isn't really any like little treasures up here on this balcony, is there?
There isn't. I can't remember what your check was when you checked that spelljamming helm.
I know I checked it and I got enough information to know that it looked like someone had tried to do something to it before and it was like busted. Like,
yeah, you would. Your thought is that perhaps this spelljamming helm was rigged in a way or trapped in a way that if somebody tried to remove it, it would somewhat like self-destruct. Like there was something about it that if you tried to remove it, it would no longer, it would lose its magical property.
And it looks like that happened already.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other like nice little goodies?
There are none up here, unfortunately.
Slim pickings out here. Damn.
And I'm just sitting or leaning up against probably one of the railings or something, just waiting for the captain and Rayla to come back to the deck so we can go back to our ship. I'm staying close just in case we miss somebody and there's more fighting. So
Yeah, Zarin does eventually head back upstairs with a body wrapped up in old, ripped up burlap.
So you taking the body back to Pictonic?
Right. At least see if he knows the person or who we could return the body to. Who he could return the body to.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that. I'll wait here for Rayla.
Alright. And then I just take the bodies, I'm gonna find Kick, and be like, this is your problem.
Okay. So you begin
I don't know
to use
this
your
man.
mind to float back over to the other vessels.
It takes me a while because I'm slow.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm so slow.
When Rayla gets to the deck, I'm gonna stop her from going across to the other ship at first. I would like to have a conversation with you, if that's okay.
Why? There was nothing of value, hardly anywhere on that ship. How unfortunate.
Yes, that is very unfortunate. However, that is not what I want to talk to you about.
Did you want to tell me who that little voice was in your head, or is this about the little secret that everybody's talking about that no one will share?
No and no. This is about when we were fighting, you placing that thing on us. I see the strategic value of it. However, Cecil, I don't think, is going to see that.
And?
I just think it might go a long way for you to say sorry, even if you don't necessarily mean it.
Why would I do that?
Just to keep the camaraderie going while we're still traveling together.
Why does that matter?
Because that is how people end up dead. If Cecil
But they're
doesn't...
not dead.
No, but say something happens to you or Cecil while we're out, and maybe Cecil's the only one to help you. You might think twice about it.
I
And
think
that's
he was
not something
already
we want.
in the position to be thinking twice about helping me long before this happened. I'm not a fool, Zalath.
Still, this is I'm just, of course, you do what you feel like is right, but I just thought I would have this little conversation with you before heading back. I understand why you did it, and it worked out. So I am not necessarily mad about it. Little heads up would have been nice. But
I suppose I could come up with a code word the next time, but all of you will have to figure out how to move at least 20 feet in one direction if you're going to get out of there, and I'm not going to wait.
that would be perfect. A little code word that you say when you're going to cast something like that.
So,
that way we know to
what exactly was it that you wanted me to do for Cecil?
just apologize. Like I said, even if you don't mean it.
So
just
what does that entail?
Saying sorry about using that spell. I just want everybody to get along while we are traveling together. I know personalities don't always mesh well, with a crew, but we are stuck with each other, and it needs to work itself out. And I think that apologizing, even if you're not meaning it, is the easiest way to do that. Of course, don't tell Cecil that you don't mean it. Just walk up to him and just say, I'm sorry for casting that spell where it hit you all. That's all you have to do.
I've
And
never
again,
said
that's your choice.
I've never done this apology thing to anybody before, and frankly, I don't
That
plan
doesn't
on
surprise
starting
me.
now, Zalath.
No, again, that's why I said
I'm more than happy to say a code word next time, but again, it's
Sure.
not my responsibility to make all of you move.
No, it's not.
Well, I
was
could
just asking
probably
for a
learn how
heads
to
up.
do
Heads
that.
up.
I could probably learn how to make all of you move.
We've had that conversation. I don't like being manipulated. So.
But if it's to stop you from being in danger.
I
And to
would
stop
prefer the
Cleo from
code
being in
word.
danger and
I would
Zalath.
still prefer the code word instead. That way, it's still my choice. Okay.
Well, all of you saw that you were in the darkness and you had the choice to move out of it in the first place, code word or not.
Yes, but we didn't. It was a very confined space. There wasn't much places to move. Okay. No, this is a nice conversation.
What would I even say that would alert all of you to the incoming spell?
Danger. I don't know.
Should I yell the name of the spell? My mind was open to a great hunger shortly before that combat ensued, and I sort of just opened myself up to it, and there it
You
was,
could yell
that great
hunger.
gaping maw of darkness.
Yeah, just yell hunger next time.
The hunger of Hadar.
Of Hadar.
In fact.
Okay. Who is Hadar? I don't know if I really want to know that, but it was making some very weird noises.
Oh, you didn't like the slurping?
No, I did. No, not really.
Well, you know, it's sort of convenient for you that the milky tentacles weren't grabbing you. I intentionally told them not to do that. I was able to control the spell to
I
that
also
degree.
didn't really need to know that they were milky.
They are milky.
That's weird too.
It was, you know, I didn't want to know that they were milky either, but when this knowledge was opened up to me by the ancestors, they passed that along.
Oh, wonderful.
I'll certainly yell Hunger of Hadar before I cast it next time.
Thank you. Thank you. I
won't do this whole apology thing.
I figured you wouldn't. I was just gonna bring it up anyways.
That is beneath me. I don't do that.
I am starting to understand that. Okay, well let's head back over to the other ship.
And then we mind float over.
Yep.
With no treasure.
With no
Layla,
treasure.
One thing that you do notice that when you're getting ready to walk back or float back to the other vessel, you cast one last glance at the trident that was left by Cecil on the
I
deck.
picked that up.
Zalath has it.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right,
I picked it up.
you picked it up. Okay.
Wait. Oh my god. Hold on. Wait. I remembered the book.
Yeah.
Wait. Stop. Hold on. Wait.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
float over to the ship yet. I remember that I have that weird book. Oh my god.
That you only told the captain about. Yeah.
I was gonna. I literally was. I meant to freaking tell somebody else, but I forgot until this moment when you said the trident, and then I remember the one other thing that we got. Zalath, before we go over.
Yes.
Another thing here. I did in fact find a little bit of treasure, just a little bit.
Okay, and what was that?
Well, it's a journal, and it turns out that these individuals are serving somebody named Dementia, and Dementia serves somebody who fancies themselves a sort of deity, Leora. They are seeking out the body of a dead god. And I think perhaps it would be in our best interest, in the interest of many poor, unfortunate souls in space, that we stop them from doing this. In fact, I do believe that the space clowns and then the space orcs we fought before them were all associated with this dementia individual.
Okay.
What a coincidence.
That is a very big coincidence. Also, it doesn't. You don't strike me as someone that wants to do something because of the greater good? Are you
Oh, it's not
Are
about
you
the
pla-
greater
are
good.
you
It's not
planning
about the
to-
greater good, Zalath. It's
use it?
about doing what is right for those who I must shepherd into eternity.
so you're planning on using the dead god's body or something?
No, not at all.
Uh-huh. I mean, yes,
What does
I
it
think
say here?
that it definitely would be in the universe's best interest if someone took care of that. If
There's
that has to
also,
be us, then
Do you want me to just share the journal with Derek so he can read it? Are you okay with that too?
Yeah, you can share it to
Okay,
him.
sure, okay.
I'll show it to him.
Okay.
There's also supposed to be a goblin ship that was meant to be picking up supplies from here that these individuals, as of the last entry, were still waiting on. So perhaps if we were to
You
wait here,
should be able to see
I see it.
Lark's journal now in your...
if we were to wait here for the goblin ship, perhaps they'd be able to give us a clue as to where the dead god body is.
and the goblin ship is coming here.
Allegedly, according to this journal, they're picking up supplies. Perhaps that's what all those crates were for.
Well, I think this is something that we need to bring up with the rest of the people on our ship. So let's go do that.
Shall we?
Yes.
Now we mind float over.
Okay, you got it. You guys float back over to Kicktownic's vessel to regroup. As you can see that the rest of the party is up there. Kicktownic is identifying the corpse currently. And basically, Zarin, you hear in your mind, it's a shipmate of his named Tilnak. Part of his crew. And you can sense the discouragement from him, but also that kind of expectation that he did not you could tell he felt that it'd be rare to find any of his crew probably left alive.
Yeah, I think Zarin just puts, like, a comforting hand on his shoulder. I'm sorry we couldn't get here in time for him.
It's not your fault.
And it's not yours.
Well,
This is the way of space and fighting, and there will be many more, unfortunately.
I did make the choice to stop at this place and
He knew what he was getting into. He chose. He made the choice. He chose to follow you.
I suppose.
You can honor him now by bringing him home.
He seems to wrap him back up with the burlap and carry him down below deck, to some place where you can keep him.
Yeah, I'll give him space. Oh no!
Come on, camera.
Come on, you can do it. Come on.
What are you doing, camera?
Oh, I think you.
Nope. You're just blurry, Michael.
I'm under the water. There we go. There we go. That worked.
You did it. You cleared
I
it away.
had to move the water out of the
Yeah.
water. So you guys are left alone as Kicktownic takes the body down below deck.
Can I just do a vibe check on my party?
You don't even have to roll.
Okay.
There's an awkward silence as everybody's just standing around on the deck for a moment.
I'm going to go read. I will see you all
Well,
later.
we need to have a conversation. You're muted, Victoria.
There's a goblin ship coming by this Nautiloid soon. If the journal that I found earlier is any indication of events to pass. Headed to the
Yes.
body of a dead god.
Okay. I I don't understand how that's a thing that we need to worry about. The body of a dead god. I mean, that's fine.
I'll pass around the journal.
Right, Cecil, it's now shared with you in your journal. And roll 20 if you'd like to.
It sounds like something this is might be worth looking into. If nefarious individuals are trying to find a body of a dead god, that does not sound very.
It's not good, at the very least.
To power their harvester.
Whatever
To change
that
the
means.
fabric of the multiverse and realign life as we know it.
Can I insight check Rayla?
Sure.
Because with the knowledge that Rayla was trying to indoctrinate me into her cult, and now she seems pretty excited to go to the body of a dead god. I'm trying to get like an idea of like what her intentions truly are, rather because I know she's definitely not worried about helping anybody. Not a very good roll, but 10.
I mean, she's interested and excited just because it's weird. It's weird, creepy stuff, and literally, like, I think it's pretty clear to everybody without an insight check that Rayla is interested in weird, creepy stuff. For, like, what reasons? Nobody's ever actually asked, but she likes weird, creepy stuff.
Okay. All right.
I just think it's something that we might want to look into.
Okay.
If everybody wants to it.
Where you go, I go.
Also, we had a conversation. If Rayla is ever going to cast that spell again, she will yell out the name of Hunger of what?
The spell's name is Hunger of Hadar, and right before I cast it, I will say the name of the spell, but it is up to you whether or not you're going to move. You've always had that power, and you had it in there as well.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest, I can't wait till I don't have to travel with any of you anymore, other than my friends. No offense, Captain, but my friends matter more to me than any sort of battle or strategic motivation. I could honestly care less. If we're going to keep putting my friends in danger, we're going to have a serious problem.
Well, I think your friends were in danger the minute they decided to travel wild space.
We would have been in more danger traveling with you than we have been fighting anything in wild space.
And the captain and I have been in more danger traveling with all of you than we were beforehand.
You know, I'm glad I crashed your ship.
I don't know if that's true. Alright, I think, Cecil, maybe we go fishing for a little bit. You want to go fishing for a little bit?
And I was
Sure.
the one who was supposed to apologize. How quaint.
You weren't going to apologize, and I know you aren't, because you're not the type. Miss Cole.
Oh,
Alright, that's enough. Take a walk, Cecil.
Of course not.
Oh,
Go.
you're walking away.
Well, this is fun and awkward. All right, I'm gonna
It's rather
go.
exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go read my books. And I head to my room or wherever I'm sleeping.
Cecil.
What?
It's not worth it. She doesn't care about anyone other than herself, and you're not going to make her care.
I am aware.
I know, but you're picking fights you don't need to pick. Just let it go. She's just going to not care. There's no reason to keep going.
I
I
feel
know
like
you
it's
care, and I
important-
care.
It's
but
important to show
You're not gonna
some
change her.
counterbalance to someone who thinks the world revolves around herself. That's all.
Right. I don't think it's going to do any good though. We keep our heads down, we do what we got to do, and then we leave. And you and me and Zalath, we go and we travel the Astral Sea together. Until,
Sure.
it's time for you guys to go do your own thing.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do. Yeah.
Well then, you stay with me forever.
Right. Yep. I'm not really in the mood for fishing. I'm gonna be honest. I'm
Okay,
kinda...
you don't have to fish. It's alright. I was just like, we need to extract ourselves from this situation. That's all.
Yeah. I hope they go to the other ship.
I don't think they will.
I'm just gonna sit down and be grumpy.
I Cleo will just give you a little kiss on the forehead and be like, it'll be okay, I promise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go read, because I think you need to think some stuff through and I'm not helping. But, you know, I'm here if you need me.
Okay, thanks, Cleo.
Question. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I typed this, but this is an out-of-character question. Do we know what was in those crates that were coming to be collected?
Didn't we find, like, food that was, like,
you guys
not
opened
quite
two,
bad, but...
Yeah, you guys opened 2 crates when you were exploring. You found one that had food in it that wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't
Great.
like great food, but it was edible, you know? And you found one crate that was full of, like, mining pickaxes.
I think Zarin is picking up that the party needs a moment by themselves. So I think she's gonna go back to the ship and she's gonna confirm the contents. Like, after rereading the journal and stuff, I feel like she's like, there's something bigger going on here, and if it's just food and pickaxe, like, it doesn't connect. So I think she wants to go back and just, like, confirm the inventory.
Okay. So you're gonna go snoop around the Nautiloid a little longer? Okay.
Yeah.
I also wanted to do that.
Oh yeah, you did?
So I'll go, yeah, because like, to me, it's like, are the pickaxes, like, are they, like, chopping up this dead god body and, like, putting it into, like, I don't know, what are they do, like, yeah, and, like, have we, so this could be Victoria just having, like, really, really crappy short-term memory. Did we ever fight space clowns that had an Azer with them? I don't think we did, right?
No.
So then, when it says that Dementia took a small fleet of space clowns to Shide's space, Shitties?
It is pretty shitty there. It's pronounced Shide's space.
In the middle of entry 3, so she took a small fleet of space clowns to Shide's space to assist Hrothgar, the Azer captain. It seems as if more assistance was needed at the site. In my mind, like, the site could only be, like, the power source that they're wanting, which is allegedly a dead god. So, like, based on the information that's... Hold on, I'm getting to what I'm asking. I'm getting there. Based on the information that is in this journal about goblins coming to pick up supplies, and it also says that, yeah, like, she... like, was waiting... They're waiting for, like, the goblins. The goblins were gonna pick up supplies. So, I feel like it's a logical path to say that perhaps the goblins are then going to Shide space, since this is the site, the assistance being sent to the site, it's in Shide space. Am I, like, being crazy?
No, I think.
Remember, a cultist was the one who wrote this, so...
But he's very lucid, like, he's very clear. Also, I'm a cultist. Well, I'm not a cultist, I'm, like, the cultist. I'm the cultist.
Not just any cultist, the cultist.
So, like, yeah, I feel like that means that it might be... Rayla's probably saying all of this stuff, like, kind of thinking out loud to the captain, while the captain is, like, digging through the crates, and then... Like,
I would
Rayla's
say that your
looking at the
insight,
journal.
looking at the journal, would tell you that Shide space and the site are 2 different places.
Okay. Yeah, so Hrothgar, the Azer captain, is in Shide space, and he needed help, but then they also needed assistance at the site. So the goblins are probably going to one of those. They're hitching a ride. Captain, what if we just stowed away on a goblin ship the way that I stowed away on yours?
Yeah, I'm sure that turned out well for me.
It turned out great for you. It was just unfortunate when other people got on it.
We'll come back to that. I'd rather not. Simply, the only way I would feel comfortable doing it is if we were able to trail them. If we were to split the party and someone trailed from behind with a different ship. Because if we just take refuge and stow away, we have no guarantees of getting back to the ship that's currently being rebuilt.
Is there a way to find out what their destination was? I guess somebody has to be in the helm thinking of where they're up to
Yeah,
go.
I was just going to say, if the helm was still functional, possibly, but I'm not convinced unless there's some chart that we've missed. But this place is a mess. I don't know what we're going to find, if anything, more than what we already have.
Actually, as you guys are having this conversation,
Oh.
you guys are in that room that you fought Zigmalaz. And you're in the back corner opening some crates where you find a lot of, it's mainly food. Like you're finding a lot of food in these crates. At that time, that circular blue-green well that you guys explored last time starts to glow a little brighter in the room. And you see that ooze-type substance almost kind of like swirl around and start to elevate out of the well, almost like a cylinder starting to rise up into the room, as the whole room now is cascaded in this blue-green light. The ooze starts to kind of just drip and fall away, and what's left is almost this bright blue holographic sort of image of a figure standing within the well. They have a deep cowl over their head, almost like, imagine like a deep like cult robe over their shoulders, to where you can see what seems to be a female form standing in front of you, but clad to where you cannot see a face. You just see the hood and this female form with this drapery down into like where it goes into the well of ooze. And you hear a voice start to protrude out that says, Zigmalaz. Zigmalaz, where are you?
Oh shit. Oh no.
Zigmalaz is currently unavailable.
The image turns towards the voice that it hears. Looks directly towards you in your direction, Saren. Who is this that is speaking to me?
You Dementia or Leora?
How do you know of such names?
I'm the one asking the questions.
Doesn't matter who I am. All that matters is what will be done.
I look around the ship. Looks pretty done here.
Oh, Zigmalaz. What a pity, that poor little soul.
I wouldn't pity him. He despised. Well, if you are Dementia or Leora, he absolutely despised you. He's been freed from his torment now.
She just seems to laugh. I know, I made every day a living hell for him.
So you are one of the two.
rather entertaining.
Then that means you're Leora, as he was locked in a debt with you, wasn't he?
Hmm. It would be an honor to go by that name, but I can't claim it. What are you doing? Why are you here?
Just
And
vibing,
how
dude.
on earth did you stumble into this?
The universe has been acting up lately. That's all the best of my guess.
Of all the places to be in the multiverse, this is where you ended up. I'm sorry, I'm afraid you've bitten off more than you can chew. I suggest you get on whatever vessel it is that you arrived in and just make your way back to where you came from and just forget everything you've seen or anything that's ever happened here.
And if we don't?
Well, I mean, that's truly up to you to decide, but I'd hate to see the worst possible end for you.
Can I insight check a person if I can't see their face?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, God.
That's a 16.
Seems legit.
Does she seem... I mean, she seems a little surprised that this whole thing has gone up in smoke, but I'm wondering if she's like...
A little bit, but you can tell she didn't, by you rolled high enough that she didn't really 100% trust Zigmalaz, but probably...
Okay. So she's not like that surprised by it. She's like, yeah, this tracks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, I wish I could cast Detect Thoughts on her, but this is not a creature.
Well, it's not a creature, it's a hologram.
I silvery barbs her, Michael.
No!
No, tell me all of your secrets. I, for one, think it would be quite interesting if we met. I think perhaps it would be a lovely time. Dementia.
Well, I am still recruiting for the cause. And currently I have a new position open.
Funny that.
And what position would that be?
Well, it seems that you've helped create a vacancy.
We're helping the economy.
Yeah, you gotta move people through the system, man. Moving on up.
Now hiring.
Well, even if we have bitten off more than we can chew, as you say, I think you'll find that some of us have unending hunger when presented with the right meal. And how convenient for you. Perhaps you could occupy this space once you're in the presence of your betters, Dementia.
Oh.
I'd so look forward to meeting you.
She seems to just chuckle for a moment. Perhaps soon enough.
Just say where.
There is a location in Shide space. We could plan to meet there.
Well, that's what the Razor! Hrothgar! Oh man.
Like going through the journal, I'm like, where?
Entry 3, like literally smack dab in the middle of entry 3.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
How big is Shide Space? I was gonna say Shitty Space. How big is Shide Space?
Shitty's space.
Shitty.
You guys would probably know that Shide Space is a rather small system.
Okay.
Basically, there's only like one habitable planet in the system.
All right.
And the habitable planet that is there is it's most of the planet is covered in lava. It's a volcanic planet.
Okay.
It's Mustafar.
It's Mustafar. That's right.
We're suddenly playing Star Wars.
She does say that find the largest volcano. At the base of it, you'll find a shrine. I can meet you there. But no funny business.
I'm not laughing.
See you soon. And all of a sudden you see the ooze just start to kind of melt down into the well. And then the glow from that was cascading around the room starts to dissipate. And you can just see the little bit of the glow coming out from the well as it emerges back down into that oozy pool.
Well, at least we have a better location now.
More specific. Although this other one, the site, is still unknown.
Can I continue to check to make sure there's nothing else of importance that she was wanting from these crates, aside from these, like, pickaxes?
Yeah.
Does it just feel like a general supply run for whatever is at her base?
Just looks like general supplies to you.
Okay.
Most of it is food stores.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing truly important. I don't think she trusted him enough.
Well, it seems like we have a few options. We could wait for the goblin ship. Although...
There's no need now.
Yeah, that's true. Perhaps we should return to the Rock of Bral and get your ship back.
That would be ideal. What are we gonna do?
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask what we were gonna do with Cecil. He seems quite upset. Rayla.
Captain!
I would prefer if we didn't lose this crew.
Well, they have the choice to leave at any time. It's not my decision to make for them.
It's not your decision to make, no, but you are certainly not helping things. That's not to say I don't respect what you did today. If it was me and I had that power, I probably would have done something similar. It was a tactical risk, I understand. Cecil is not a warrior. He doesn't understand the methods of war and the risks that need to be taken. He is pure emotion, pure heart. It's not always a bad thing. But when he is volatile like this, he puts everyone at risk. So we need to find a way to appease and settle him before it blows up in our faces.
Like a little babe.
That is a way of looking at it, yes. He is not trained. He is very green to all of this, it would seem.
Captain, respectfully, I don't think I'm the right person to do that. But if it makes it easier for you, I'm happy to respectfully ignore him.
It might help to give him space. But it also might help to try to appeal to his nature. I know you're used to living a certain way, but he does not live your way. I don't think he ever has, and has no concept of such things.
And I don't live his way.
Right. But you are also, with all due respect, very sheltered.
This is true, yes.
So try being open-minded. I will expect the same thing from him, but I need you both to find a similar page to land on. At
Well,
least, even briefly.
Speaking of pages, there were all of those books that were quite interesting, and I thought perhaps that the group of us, though we may have lived very different lifestyles and have very different methods and beliefs, perhaps we could have bonded over those books where there's the people are sort of engaging
Yes,
in
I'm
carnal
aware.
delights.
Yes, I'm aware of such books.
Right.
I've read Clea's book.
Right, that was completely new reading material to me, and I thought perhaps that we could bond over those, but I think the time for that has passed. And so
I don't think it's passed. I think it's been pushed down the priority ladder.
well, like I said, I will respectfully ignore Cecil. And should he wish to discuss the books where people engage in carnal delights, I would be more than happy to take his recommendations for a new title.
Can I ask you to be open to empathy?
I don't know what that means.
I figured. We'll work on that. That is not something that happens so quickly, especially for someone like you. But I believe you will have more than enough potential to learn quickly. You are intelligent. You're just a bit blocked by everything.
Blocked is a word for it. I think my sights are set on a different path from others.
Blocked in the sense that because you are sheltered, there's a wide range of sights and feelings that you have not been experienced to. And that is not wrong, but it is also a form of being green. And it's something we need to work on. Yes, physically, literally, it all applies.
You know, if it's helpful to the group, if we needed a few extra hands who are willing to serve, I may be able to convince a few people. I was hoping to avoid them, but it turns out that a few of my adherents had made their way to the Rock of Bral.
Oh. Okay.
That happy beholder had mentioned seeing individuals wearing the insignia of my organization. And while I would be loath to be taken back home...
I was just going to ask, don't they want to take you back?
Yes, but I've been thinking about it, and I think I could tell them that I had a vision from the Infinity Gate that spoke to me of the body of a dead god. And request that they aid me on my crusade, on my holy mission.
Oh, Rayla.
They're nothing if not fervent and zealous. I think I could convince them to help. And then I would have to go back home. Or kill them.
Green as you are resourceful. I kind of just pat her on the shoulder and back to the group. She's like, oh, of course.
Now, before we move on, the rest of you, were you guys just kind of taking some time to yourselves on the ship while they were over there exploring, or would you guys have had any conversation take place while they were gone?
I'm just going. I think Cleo just goes down and curls up in bed with her books for a while.
I can't remember. Are we in the same room, Cleo?
Always.
Okay.
Cecil, I think, is in the same room as us as well this time.
Yeah. Are you down there with us, Cecil? Or are you up at the... Okay, you're up. So, when you walk in, about, I don't know, 10 minutes pass or so, and you see that I am, like, rummaging through my bag, looking for something. And I bring out this box, and I walk over and I made this for you, Leo.
One second. And then she'll put like her little bookmark in her book and close it. You made me something?
Yes.
Oh,
Hopefully you like it.
You don't have to do that.
I know I didn't have to, but I wanted to. It's
Okay.
I've been practicing with my new books, and
Yes.
I'm learning how to enchant items and things of like that. So I made you something.
Okay, is it enchanted?
Lightly enchanted, yes.
Okay, that's cool. I have never had an enchanted item before. It's nice.
So
It's the
you open-
box. No, she just holds the box like.
no.
It's very pretty.
the thing
What does it
inside
do?
No, it's inside the box.
Oh.
The box isn't enchanted. It's inside the thing that's inside the box.
Okay, I will open the box like peeking.
You see a silver chain and a pendant that is has a opal inlaid into it, and it is clear. I thought that would look good on you, but the enchantment that it has is if you hold a flame to the back of it. So I'll bring over. I'll like light
I
a
don't
torch.
have a flame.
I will light a torch and just look inside the opal,
Okay.
and I'll hold the flame. And after a couple seconds, you see appear in the opal a image of me and you sitting next to each other reading books.
Wait. Nice. Will you help me put it on?
Well, yeah. Flip it around.
Oh, okay.
And after a couple seconds, another image appears of me, you, and Cecil all like standing and just like kind of like doing a, like probably Zalath got his arms around you too, and you both are at his side, and everybody's just got a big smile on their face. So now you can, if you ever get separated, you can always have pictures of all of us.
Yeah, if you go, and do their things, then I will always have you guys with me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not planning on leaving at all. I'm just saying if we ever get separated, you can always look at us. So, you just have to flip it around and,
I will start carrying matches.
Oh,
So I can
perfect.
look at it.
Yeah, I have some tinder
I
boxes.
don't usually have.
I can let you have my tinder box, and then that way you can.
Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
I can cast light, so usually I just don't need it.
Oh, yeah. I do think you need actually, I've never actually tried. We could try using your light, but anyway, yeah. Do you want to put it on? I'll help you
Yeah,
put it.
yeah.
And I'll just attach it.
Thank
It's like,
you.
it's just like it. It hangs down. The chain is probably a little big, but if we can always get you a better chain. I didn't.
No,
That was
I
just
like
the only
it.
one
It's
I had.
mine.
Oh, okay.
Don't change it.
Oh,
Thank you. That's very sweet.
You're welcome. Okay. I'm gonna go back to reading.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he goes back to and just starts reading his books. You clearly you could definitely tell Zalath's face was extremely red that whole time.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I know that the thing it hurts you a lot, so if you're not feeling okay, let me know. I have magic to help.
No, I'm fine. I appreciate it, but no, I'm fine. Okay. Well, I'm okay. I'm gonna go back to reading now.
She'll just go back to reading her book, and she's playing with the necklace too while she's reading.
Okay.
That's it.
So about this time, Zarin and Rayla, you guys return to the vessel. Where is Cecil during this? Are you just in your room? Or are you somewhere?
No, I imagine I'm just somewhere on the main deck, probably sitting on the edge of the ship,
Okay.
like kicking my legs,
Okay.
taking off my ninja headband and putting a cross through my village logo.
Oh my god. You're so dramatic.
Rayla and Zarin, you would see Cecil up there as you.
I kind of motioned for Rayla to let us be. I'm gonna go talk to Cecil.
Okay.
Yeah, Rayla's probably gonna go I don't know what needs to be done right now. You know what, Michael? I'm gonna go use my kit to make some potions. Okay, I'm gonna go
There you
use my
go.
herbalism kit.
Good job.
You
Good
did
And
it.
I'm
job.
gonna go make some potions. I'm gonna go work on that.
Go for it. You got
Yeah. Yeah.
it. You remember
proud of you.
during
You
a game.
remembered. You remembered.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, baby. Alright, I'm gonna go sit down beside Cecil.
He doesn't say anything to you.
How are you feeling? Honestly.
Very angry.
Okay.
Disappointed, betrayed.
Why do you feel betrayed?
Well, I kind of felt like we were all becoming friends, finally, and that definitely isn't the case anymore, and it's been made abundantly clear.
I don't think that is a fair observation. Would you mind if I explained my point of view on things?
I'm sure I can guess that your point of view is probably going to be from some sort of war or tactical standpoint.
No, because that does not apply to you. You've made that clear, that does not apply to you. So instead, I was hoping to appeal to your more emotional nature.
Well, before you start, I feel like it's important to ask, are you going to be genuine about it, or are you just going to say something to make me happy?
No, I do not say things to make people happy. That is not how I was raised.
Okay.
It's a valid question, but no. I will be honest. The thing with Rayla, when I found her, it became very clear very quickly how sheltered of a child she is. And that is what she is mentally. She is a child who's had no friends, no real family that I've discerned. I don't think she understands the concept of friendship. The whole idea seems alien to her. She does things with a purpose, and she's always clear about her intentions. So I think that you putting her on a higher expectation of friendship is not a fair comparison. She doesn't understand those expectations. She has no notion of such things. She must learn those things. But from where she has come from and how she behaves, it's clear to me that although her body shows a capable warrior in her magics and her skills and her book smarts, she is still very sheltered and very oblivious to how the world works, let alone wild space. So, from my perspective, you've put her on the pedestal of a friend, but she doesn't know the rules of such friendship. And I feel like if you are clear with her and define those rules, define those boundaries, define those expectations, she will meet them. She likes to do things and prove others wrong about her. She likes to prove she's capable. But at the moment, she doesn't even know that she failed. She doesn't know she failed you. She doesn't know she failed Cleo. In her mind, that battle was a success. We all survived. Yes, albeit a little hurt, but that is, again, like you said, tactically wise, it was in our favor. But emotionally, I think she is stunted. But I don't think that's any fault of her own. She had no choice. So, although she doesn't understand empathy, I know you do. So I was hoping you, Cleo and Zalath, could help me teach her, because she does have potential. She's just lacking the knowledge. What do you think? She's been alone all her life, Cecil. She has disciples, but that is not a way to live. Even you must know that.
Yeah, it feels like nobody's gonna be able to get through to her.
Maybe because no one has tried. No one has reached out a hand and tried, truly. You've already made up your mind, all three of you have made up your mind about her, without even trying or asking. I don't expect you all to like each other all the time. Warriors don't always have to get along. But trust, and building that trust, is important. Especially out in wild space. We're all sharing the same ship. Hopefully the same mission. I would like to keep her alive. I definitely would like to keep the rest of you alive. But I need help. I'm only one woman. I hope you will consider my words and what type of person Rayla was born into.
It's so complicated because
It is.
it really feels like, she sees us as like servants.
That's all she's ever known.
Right. And I don't see how you can stop somebody from seeing you as a servant.
It's like a reverse indoctrination. You have to slowly unravel the weave that's tightly wrapped around her soul. She can't just be like Cleo. She has no experience for such things. She needs to learn. She is a child. At heart, she is a child. But she has potential. And I hope you would at least consider that point of view. That's not to say you are wrong for being upset. I respect that you want to protect your friends. It is important to protect family and people you care about. But think about it. Isn't it sad that Rayla's never had such feelings? Never had such people?
Yeah, that's pretty sad, and I thought we were getting there. I did.
So give her time and learn. Let her learn. You can't expect a child to run without learning first to walk. That is not a fair expectation to put on her, and unfortunately, you've all put high expectations on her without understanding the context.
I feel like I need to be clear. I personally don't have a lot of experience with children. Also,
That's fair.
I think I've only really been alive for like 5 years. So.
Oh my goodness. All right. So technically, I guess you would be considered a child. I'm not sure how you're.
Well, I was on I mean, that is complicated. I'm sure I was at the bottom of the sea for a while, but I only have known things for like 5 years. But yeah, I could try to help. Yeah,
We can unpack at a later date. But right now, I'm focusing on Rayla because she's clearly the point of contention in this group.
Right. I'm just saying you keep referencing like children need to crawl before they walk, and I just knew how to walk.
Not everyone is like you. Not everyone shares the same experience as you, Cecil. And it applies to her, it applies to Cleo, it applies to Zalath, it applies to me.
Okay.
We all come from different walks of life, and you need to be open to where they came from and what that means. If you still feel that you are unwilling and unable, I will not fault you for leaving once we get back to the ship. But I just hope you would consider this point of view.
I think I was wrong about you, Captain.
How so?
Well, I very much questioned your leadership qualities, and I very much put you in to be blunt, a realm far below my previous captain. And honestly, I think you're actually a really good person to be leading all of us. You're very insightful, and I think you're a lot better than I was giving you credit for. And so I'm sorry for doing that.
I appreciate the apology. I also was unsure about you and your group. Oh no! Did the tornado get him?
Did the tornado get him? Derek!
Oh, Derek!
No!
Everybody panic!
Everybody panic! It's taken me a lot to learn things too. And watching you all, I realize I need to adapt my methods because you are not trained warriors. You do not have the experience that I expect. So yes, I also put expectations on all of you that were not fair.
Yeah, I'm mostly trained as a pirate, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I can work with that.
You better be careful. I had a crush on my previous captain, so I'm just saying. You keep acting like this. I might start using more
Alright,
pickup lines on
Susan.
you. You better.
You can certainly try. It'd be very amusing to watch you try.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I will leave you to it. And I expect that apology applies to you saying you're glad you crashed my ship?
Well, I wouldn't have met you if I didn't truly crash your ship, right? Like getting to know you and stuff.
That is not true. That is not factually true.
Well, I don't think we would have gotten this close.
Alright, I'll
You wanna
let
kiss?
that slide. You see her fangs elongate? I'm like... You couldn't handle it, and I walk away.
Right.
Oh.
Hey,
Should we take a quick break?
yeah, I think we'll take a break here and see
Okay.
if we can get Derek back.
no.
I'm not sure what's up. I think maybe he's having some bad weather issues at his place, so we're gonna
He's
take a
having
quick
the
break.
Wizard of Oz experience
Oh, no.
right now.
Yeah.
We can't do this anymore.
Idiom.
No.
So I do want to say this on stream before we go, though. I want every one of you, if you don't have your box checked for DM's inspiration, I would like everyone to check their box for DM's inspiration, because that was the coolest little arrangement of scenes and scenarios between inter-party conflict and trying to Zarin taking the leadership role and everybody kind of sticking. My favorite part is basically Zarin talking to Rayla on the ship. Their conclusion was, we've got to treat Cecil like a babe. And then we get over to the ship, and Zarin and Cecil communicating. Oh no, we gotta teach Rayla how to crawl before she can walk. So they're both treating each other like children. I think this is amazing. This is fantastic. So,
Start at the basics, man. Gotta work your way up.
and then Zalath and Cleo's scene, absolutely wonderful. So everybody gets DM's inspiration before we take our break. So make sure you, if somebody could remind me, put that in our general chat so that when Derek gets here, that he'll make sure that he has it as well. We're going to take a short break, guys. Hopefully we can get Derek back online, and we will see you in 5 to 7. So we'll see you guys very, very soon.
Yeah, sorry.
And welcome back, everybody. Unfortunately, we're down to Derek. I think he is experiencing some internet issues. So we
The tornado got him.
The tornado got him. Well,
Oh,
let's hope that is not the case.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Tornado got his internet is the problem.
Tornado got his internet. That's right.
Tornado got his internet.
Currently, his router is in a twister.
Like flying around. Snow Oz.
So we will go without Zalath, unless he can jump in here and get the internet back. But we'll just keep on trucking and keep on moving with the episode tonight.
Oh, I just realized you're wearing your mage armor shirt. I love it.
Oh yeah, I got my mage armor shirt.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brittany.
Hell yeah.
So you guys have reassembled the group back on the Mantis ship. You guys were communicating a little bit to one another about ways that you could learn to move forward under the circumstances between Cecil and Rayla currently. The cat is not happy.
Yeah, all the cats. All the cats are causing the problem.
All the cats.
You can tell they're brothers.
My cat's been sleeping under the desk this whole time. She's just over there, just passed out.
I wish he'd sleep. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah,
But my cat is old, so she sleeps most of the day. So, question to you, party. What do you guys do? What do you want to do?
I think Zaren's suggestion is we head back to the Rock of Bral for now. If everyone's okay with that. Unless Kick needs to go somewhere else first on the way, but...
Kick kind of speaks into your mind and says, the Rock of Bral is fine. Eventually I'd like to gather up and head back to my home planet.
Alright, let's set a course. Head back.
Okay. So who is on what ship? Because you still have the Bombard with you.
I'm
as well.
driving Kick's ship.
You're driving Kicks, so you're driving the Mantis. I think everybody else, I think Zalath stayed on the Bombard because it had more headroom for him.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna go on to the Bombard, solely so that I can play Dragon Chess with
Or
what's his face.
Gordimus a little bit.
Gordimus, yeah.
Alright.
And like and continue bullying him. I don't actually bully him. We just play Dragon Chess.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I will say, just for the sake of brevity, you guys get on those vessels and you start making your way out of the astral sea back into wild space. It's, I believe it was, 6 days of travel? Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was 5, and then you guys did an additional day to get to the...
Yeah, we're 6 days for the ship to be, we're 6 days into the ship repairs. So that tracks.
Okay.
So it'll be another 6 days back, right?
Be another 6 days back, yes.
Now we're at 12 days.
12 days.
DM question.
Yeah.
Is driving the ship considered light activity?
As in regards to, can you take a rest?
So I took the aspect of the moon, which I no longer need to sleep and can't be forced to sleep by any means, but I gain the benefits of a long rest while doing a light activity.
I'll say yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't have to stop.
So you can keep me going.
Just keep it going.
And I think on the other ship, weren't Zarin and Rayla like taking turns driving?
Yeah, I was doing shifts. I think I was doing shifts with Kick, wasn't I? Because
Kick, yeah. Yeah.
Because he wanted Kick to be his pilot. He's like, come back to me. And Kick was like, only this for this mission, and then that's it.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, you guys head on back to Rock of Bral. It takes you those 6 days, so you guys do get long rests. So whatever you guys, if there's something that you wanted to do or a scene that you wanted to take, go ahead, Rayla. What do you want to do?
I got 3 charges of herbs to make healing potions, Michael.
Okay.
Can I make them?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to roll for them. You just make them, right?
Oh, so according to Xanathar's, like, it just says, like, for potions of healing, a regular one takes a day and costs 25 gold pieces, but I'd already spent that previously to, like, basically have, like, the charges. And then it says you need proficiency with it, but then for, like, magic item, like, crafting, it says if the rarity is common, the CR range is 1 to 3. So there's literally no way that I can fail that to make them.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry.
So, like, I can roll for it.
No, don't worry about it. Yeah.
But what if you're rolling that 1?
You know what? I'll roll a d20 and see what happens.
I was teasing. Don't do it.
Technically, that one's only apply in combat.
I rolled a 13 on the die plus 3 plus whatever.
You're fine. You're fine. So you have enough to make 3. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, that's how many charges I had in the kit.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, if you were gonna expend all 3.
Now. Yes.
Yeah, because you also got some from that strange wizard that stopped by, and you guys answered some riddles. And
that guy. Oh my god, I forgot about
that
guy.
Gave you a box of potions.
Yeah. So now I have 7 potions of healing that I will dole out soon.
Very nice. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I still think when you guys return to Rock of Bral, you'll still have a couple more days before the show is complete.
4.
Okay. So I will. I'll take you guys back to your Rock of Bral map.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it. There it is. We are back to the rock. You see the familiar.
I want a rock.
Rock! The familiar asteroid city built upon the asteroid with the brilliant citadel back beyond the lake, which you see on the upper side. Much like it was before, bustling with activity. Lots of different spelljamming vessels parked outside the docks. And you guys slowly drift up, both vessels being able to pull up onto some of the platform dock areas, and you are free to disembark.
Can I just do perception check looking for people potentially following me or Rayla?
Sure, go for it.
I'm looking for Rayla's people too, if possible.
Okay.
Oh! Oh, I have really good perception. When did that happen? 17 plus 7. 20... Oh, 24?
Yes.
I mean, you're looking all around. You definitely don't notice any of the individuals like you recognize when you were leaving the place.
Yeah.
No one appears to be following you from what you can tell. I mean, there's a lot of people here.
Okay.
But you don't...
None are, like, laying in wait for me or Rayla.
No. There's, like...
Okay.
It's not like at the end of the alley, you see the people standing there, like... There's none of those.
Like in an RPG, when you see the enemy there, so you just walk the other way, and they just
Yeah,
waiting for you.
Wait, why is that person highlighted in red over there? I'm gonna go that way.
Oh, no. Okay.
You don't notice anybody watching or
Okay.
specifically like targeting or looking at you.
Noted.
I'm gonna give... Before we depart, when we're all like gathered up, I give everybody 1 healing potion. But I'm gonna leave a message for Derek so that he knows he has 1 healing potion.
I have 3 already.
Okay, well then I don't give you one.
No, I'm just letting you know in case that changes your mind. I have 3 because I think you gave me 2 and somebody else gave me theirs.
I did. I gave
Yeah.
you mine because you're switchier than me.
Yeah, so I have
And I
3
can
in
also
case
heal,
that changes your
so-
mind. But if you
Okay.
still want to give me one, that's cool.
I mean, yeah. I'll just if everybody just has one, she'll just give out one to everybody. I was bored on the ship, so I made these for everybody. I need to go get more herbs for it, though. I'm all out.
Well done. 3
I
now.
guess.
I think perhaps Zalath would maybe go to the mage's tower.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be a fair assessment of what
Yeah, I think so.
Zalath would be interested in doing? I know
Yeah.
he doesn't like to go off on his own too much, but he did go
He
off
did
on his own
join.
at one time to go visit there to get. So he might see if there's any other information that he can pick up, so that way you guys get some time to. You guys can decide what your characters will do in the city while we have some time.
And I mean, if we're just coming up with things that our characters would want to do, I would love if Caesar could try to get into a performance or 2 at the Playhouse.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Cecil, you're gonna head to the Jugglers Guild house. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about the rest of you? Anybody else doing anything in particular?
I don't. For like magic items and stuff that could help us, would I have to go with Zalath to the mage place, or is there other places that I could like peruse around? She's not looking for anything in particular. She's just like wants to see if there's anything powerful or magical that could help us, and if not, then she'll just stay on the ship.
Magic items are hit or miss.
Okay.
A lot of times. The only place that you know that might have them, it would be rare, but the Marcane agency that you sold your helm to
Oh, okay.
could potentially have magic items.
Okay.
You don't know, like, you know, these guys are they're good at bartering and things,
Right.
so you just don't know what the cost of something like that's going to be,
Alright.
or if you'll get a good price.
Right.
Mm.
Speaking of magical items, I also the captain gave me money to go get a component for one of my spells.
I did do
Uh,
that.
would I be able to find that component here?
You could ask Zalath to pick it up for you.
Great.
His
Yeah.
membership actually gives him access to those sorts of things.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask him to get me a gem with tears inside of it for 300 gold.
A gem with tears inside of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're muted, Kirsty. I don't know what you said.
Am I muted?
We
Not
were.
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, I said oddly specific.
Yeah.
That's what the spell component is.
Yeah.
Gem with tears inside it. Sure. 300
Yeah.
gold. Got it.
There would, I think, like go to check. We don't have to RP it, just to see what they have on hand. And if it's ridiculous and not reasonably priced, she probably wouldn't engage and just go back to the ship. But if there is something on the rare occasion, she would be interested. At least no.
Alright. Yeah, give me a moment to.
Yeah, no, yeah, you know.
something real fast.
If it's ridiculously priced, we need more money.
Is the ship finished enough that we can go, like, our ship finished enough that we can, like, go stay there? Or do we need to find somewhere to stay while we're here? 'Cause
Did you want to go
we
check
don't-
on it?
Well, yeah, because we don't belong to the Bombard anymore, so we technically don't have a place to stay at the moment.
I think Zaren's been sleeping on the ship even when it was under construction.
Right.
So
Well,
I know.
Cleo,
Well, I
if
mean, I guess it
you're-
depends on where they're in the construction process, whether it's even like to a point where we can do that. Like that was early on. Later on, it's like they're moving things around. I don't know if they'll be able to like have us on the ship.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Cleo, you actually head towards the dry dock area where you know the ship to be kept and be, being worked on. You're standing there kind of staring at the ship. To you, it looks finished. To your eye. And then eventually, like, you see an elven man walks up to you wearing pretty dirty clothes. He's kind of wiping his hands off with an old rag. And can I help you?
I just wanted to check if it was done it was done enough to go on board again.
Oh, this piece here. Oh, this was a beauty to work on. I tell you, it was a lot of fun. We got to do a lot to this thing. I don't recognize you though.
Cleo?
You weren't the same person who dropped it off.
No, that would be the captain. She's in charge.
I've got great news if you want to deliver the message. It'll be ready tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So then we just need to find somewhere to stay tonight.
I mean, we just have a couple furnishing things to finish, but you could probably stay aboard it tonight.
Oh.
It's just
Okay. I'll go find the captain then, and let her know, and then I'll tell everybody else too.
great.
I'll just
I hope it's to your liking.
run off. She's already like running off at that point. Like, okay, disengage from conversation. Yeah, Cleo's been, I think, she spent the past week in bed reading, and that's pretty much it. She has been very like quiet and like solitary for this past week. So she was just looking to go back on the ship and do the same, but now she's gonna go talk. I'll go and look for the captain. I don't know where she is though. I don't know where anybody is. Everybody left.
I would have told you where.
I feel like Zarin would have told people the direction, like where she was gonna go, because we've all been there before, right?
Yes, you all went to the Marcane Agency. One thing, Zarin, you are invited in. Oh, gosh, I can't remember that dude's name.
Wait, it's in the thing. It's in the list.
What's that guy's
Vokath.
name? Vokath was the Marcane, but who was his two lackeys?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Who were the lackeys?
I'm gonna call him Dave.
They were dumb names. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was like Chandler or something.
Oh yeah, it was like
Dave.
Chandler and
Yeah.
Seinfeld. I don't know.
That guy.
The intern is always Dave.
Basically, you don't see the Marcane when you go. The lackeys are there. And we don't have to roleplay all this out.
Right,
I would
right.
like you to do me one favor. I would like you to roll a d8 for me. Mm-hmm. You may have to roll a few dice for me here. 2. Okay. The first of the magical items that they show you is a very battered looking battle axe that has some type of symbol on it that the lackeys believe to be some kind of war god.
Does this look like something Zalath could use?
I believe so. I think it has potential.
Do they say if it's magical or not, or is it just like an ornate battle axe?
Being the lackeys that they are, they know that everything that they have is magical.
Okay.
They're just not exactly sure 100% to what extent, because usually the Marcanes are the ones that
Gotcha.
know exactly. Like they're probably insightful enough to know a little bit about what they do, but
Do they give me a price point on this particular item?
this particular item, let me double check one thing. Duplicate tab. Excuse me while I consult my Dungeon Master's guide.
Okay. No, it's a versatile weapon.
Here we go. The price point he gives you on this is 3,500 gold
Okay.
for this particular item.
Do they have anything else, or is this like the main thing they have available right now?
They have other things.
Yeah, look, I'm window shopping at the moment, cataloging it in my brain to bring it back to the party to let them know what's available.
You got it. Go ahead and roll another D8. Or no, roll a D12 for me on this one.
9.
9. Oh, they pull out a set of what is considered mariner's armor. It's a leather armor. Looks pretty finely crafted, and it's looks like it has some type of engraving or marking of some type of like merfolk.
Leather?
Leather, yep.
Is there a price point on this one?
This one is a little cheaper.
Okay.
This one's considered uncommon. This one's about 300 gold.
Alright. Not sure who could use that. I'll keep that in mind.
And you can go ahead and roll another D12.
That's a 1.
A 1. There is a full set, 20 arrows. Finely crafted magic arrows.
Magic arrow.
They do know that these are what's considered +1 magic arrows.
How much is the quiver for all of them?
Quiver for all of these is 250 gold.
Okay. That's pretty reasonable.
And there's one more item.
Okay.
And I need you to roll let's see, another D12.
A 4.
A 4.
Oh.
They pull out a scroll tube.
Oh no.
And he pulls it out. It says that, this is one of my favorite spells.
Oh yeah?
It's a spell scroll of enlarge reduce.
So you're telling me that lackey's name is either Thixus or Michael?
That's it.
It's Thixus, oh no.
But yeah, they have a spell scroll of enlarge reduce.
How much is that one?
This one is actually on sale for 150 gold pieces.
I'll get that. Oh
Okay.
yeah, I'm just gonna get that. On principle, I have to get that.
And those are currently, that's what magic items they have here at this, the House of the Marcaine right now.
How much were the arrows again?
The arrows were 250 gold for the entire quiver.
And the scroll was 100?
150 for the scroll.
It would be 400 for both, if you wanted both, Christy.
Can I try and persuade him to give me 100 gold off if I buy both?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not very great. Oh, I'm okay persuasion. What happened? I'm gonna use, what's my inspiration?
Inspiration is, it would give you advantage on the roll.
Advantage? Okay, I'll do that.
Yep. Yeah, use those inspirations because I can't give you any more if you guys don't use them.
Yeah. That is 21 persuasion with advantage.
You know, you see, the boss is out of town, so you know I'm okay with it.
All right.
Cool. So you're taking 100 off for both items, so it'd be 300.
300 total, yeah.
For the quiver of +1 arrows and the scroll of enlarge reduce.
Large reduce, yeah.
Okay.
I will head back to the ship.
Oh, it's crazy enough. As soon as you're walking out of the Marcane place, you see Cleo, like, looking like she's frantically looking for someone or something.
Cleo, are you okay? Oh, you're... Oh, I can hear you now. Sorry.
Sorry, there you. I was just looking for you, because they said the ship would be done tomorrow.
Oh, great. I have a schedule. Love to hear that.
Mm-hmm. And we can go. He said we can go on now if we want to, but we can go like. I was just gonna go read some more because that's what I've been doing. So I figured I would go do that. But.
All right. Are you okay?
Sure. Yeah.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
Is there, everything is fine, I think, probably. I'm a little worried, but it's nothing you need to worry about. It's not about, the group or anything, like the fighting.
What are you worried about?
I mean, it's kind of silly, I think, maybe, probably.
Did something happen?
Well, the lad gave me this necklace, and it's very beautiful, and I really love it, but it kind of feels like a goodbye gift. Because when she holds it up, it's just like when you hold it up to fire, it shows like these beautiful pictures of all of us together. So that they're always with me whenever, even if we're apart. So then I was like, oh, but that means he's going to leave me.
Leo, I think you are overthinking again.
I know, I told you it was dumb.
Okay, well, here, let me help you a little bit. Okay, this is actually perfect timing.
It's just
gift
really
does not
worried
always
because I
come
don't
with
want
the-
him to leave me.
Here's the thing. A gift does not always come with the expectation that it's the final thing, right?
Right, I know that.
I hand you the quiver of arrows.
Well, that's
I'm giving
very...
you this gift so you can protect everyone you care about.
No,
This is something that happens.
It's not the gift, it's the exact gift that he gave me is a picture of all of us so that we're together even if we're apart. And that feels very like goodbye to me.
Cleo, it is not a goodbye. He clearly has feelings for you.
Well, yeah, we're best friends.
No. Cleo,
Sorry, I'm trying not to overthink it, but
You
I'm
are
not very good
overthinking
at that.
Why don't you shift gears
I
with
will-
your thought process and
I was
consider your books?
I've been reading them. I'm almost through all of them now.
Why would
All of the
Salath,
new ones that Cecil gave me.
Cleo, why would Salath give you something this sentimental?
Because we're best friends and we care about each other.
Uh-huh, and what else? What's another reason?
Well, that's not why.
What's not why? You have to say the words. What's not why?
I'm gonna say that.
Uh-huh. Okay. You can be in denial all you want.
Well, no.
Cleo. I wrap my arm around her and start leading her to the ship.
Okay.
Because she's flustered.
Captain, I just don't think. We're just friends. That's not how it works.
Do you want to just stay friends? Is that how you feel?
I don't know. You're supposed to know, right? I don't know.
Not always.
That's how it works in the books. There's this big moment and you just know how you feel and then everything is perfect after that. That's how it works.
Sometimes, yes,
Have you
it
ever been
can.
a mob captain?
It's complicated.
That's not a no.
But it's not a yes either.
Are you in
Things are
love now?
Not at the moment, no.
Oh, then you weren't.
Well,
Then it wasn't real. Because if it was real, you would still be, right?
unless that person's gone.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Love is not always easy. Your books romanticize the idea of what people expect love to be, but that's not always the truth.
That's what Zelath said too. But I
Zelath's
just
right.
want it to be true because that seems very nice.
It does seem very nice, and it would be nice if the universe worked that way all the time. But you should know, among the multiverse and the universe that we're in now, there's so many different ways things can go. There's unlimited options and choices
know
and changes. So that would also apply to love, don't you think? Not all love is the same.
Well, yeah, I know that. I love Cecil, but it's not the same.
So how do you feel about Zelath? Because you're clearly dodging my questions by
Well, I don't
misdirecting
know
towards
how
me.
I feel because you're supposed to just know, right?
No.
What does it
Not
feel
always.
like? I mean, I know I love him, and I love Cecil, and I love my mom.
Do you love
and my
Cecil and
sister.
Zelath in the same way?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, not exactly the same way. They're very different people.
Mm-hmm.
Cecil makes me, he gives me the courage to do things that I wouldn't normally do, and to have fun and do exciting things. And then Zelath is sort of safe and warm, and I always know that he'll protect me even when I don't need to be protected. So, if I'm feeling too overwhelmed, then he's always there for me.
Zaren was gonna ask a question, and then you see her stop, and she's like, "No, I'm gonna make her spiral if I ask her a question like this."
No,
so she'll-
ask! What is it? What do you want to say?
You will not like where this question is going. Are you sure?
Are you going to ask me to kill my friends? Because
No.
I'm going to tell you right now that's not going to
Absolutely not.
happen.
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
The question is, if for some reason Zelath and Cecil either get into an argument or something happens and the two of them part ways, who do you follow?
I don't know. I would just talk to them and make them make up. But that's not. I would follow both of them.
You can't force.
I can't.
This is a theory. If you can't force them to go on the same path, and they deviate, you don't have to know the answer right now, and that's okay. Maybe there isn't a right answer. Maybe you choose neither.
Probably I would have to. Because if they're fighting, then that means they're probably mad at me too.
What if they both ask you to go with them?
I don't like this question.
I told you would not like this question, but it's something to consider. But this gift is for you, and I hand her the quiver.
Yeah, she'll like hook it over with her other one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm
I'm not
sorry.
leaving. This gift is not a goodbye gift, just to be clear.
I know.
Use it to kill your friends!
It wasn't the gift. It wasn't the gift of giving. It was the gift that was given. That was the problem here. I just felt like you know, and I just worry because everybody I love has left me up until now, so I felt like maybe they're going to leave me too.
Cleo, you are very clearly cared about very deeply by both of them.
Right, and my family cared about me too, but they still left. My dad died, you know, he couldn't help. Well, technically he could have not died, he chose to die, but that's a whole different thing. And then my mom left, you know, to go be a god, and then my sister left to go be a bodyguard to the prince, and so I was alone, and I was alone for a really long time until I met Zalath and then Cecil.
So you find and build your own family, your own people.
I mean,
People
I'm
leave
trying.
all the time, Cleo, you're right.
I know they do, and that's what I'm afraid
So,
of.
live in the moment, stop worrying about the future, because right now, you have at least 2 people that care about you very deeply, to the point where it is causing shifts in dynamics. Just pay attention. That's all I ask.
I'm trying my best. I'm not very
I know
good
you
at
are.
this. I've been alone a really, really long time. Like, a couple thousand years.
Oh, why do I have so many shoulder children?
Well, I'm not sheltered. I went to school, I had friends, I've fought a lot of monsters. I just haven't been around a lot of people in a long time.
There are different forms of shelter, and your experiences are limited to your experience.
Well, that's not... Well, okay. Yeah, but so are yours.
Exactly. So be open to others.
I'm always open.
Are you?
Sure. I mean,
Okay.
I have a hard time talking to people, but, I wouldn't have...
Work on it.
Zalath and Cecil. I'm trying really hard. I'm talking to you right now, and it's
You're
not going
doing
well, but I'm doing my
No.
best.
Leo, you are fine. If I didn't see the potential, I would not keep you around.
I think.
That is a compliment.
Okay, just making sure, because it
It's
sounded
a
like one,
compliment.
but it also sounded like it could be a bad thing, like I'm going to get rid of you as soon as I don't find you useful anymore, so...
No, I would just leave. It's okay. No one's leaving you.
Would you at least tell me before you leave? I think that would be
I will tell you
appreciated.
before I
Okay.
leave. Yes, I promise that if I have to go
Be
somewhere...
like, you're not useful anymore, goodbye.
I don't think it'll be a permanent thing. You'll be fine. But also, and I point at the necklace or whatever pendant, whatever he gave you.
It's like it's a little necklace with like a pendant.
Maybe think about that. And not in the way you were thinking about it. He's not leaving.
Well,
Think about a different meaning.
I've been thinking about maybe that I might have some feelings, but that doesn't mean he does. So. And I don't know, it's like I said, you're supposed to know, and I don't know, so.
Would you know if he says the words plainly? Or would you still be questioning everything, just out of curiosity?
I mean, I guess it's pretty final if they said that. Yeah. But
Okay.
okay. I'm going to go make some cookies.
Okay.
Stress baking.
What's Rayla doing right now?
Yeah, I've got a couple things.
Oh.
So number one, just want to pick up like another like charge or two of like potion of healing herbs.
Yeah.
Can I, because here it costs 25 gold pieces like per charge. Can I be like just feeling really inspired by like the captain and be like, can I get the repeat customer discount?
Sure, go ahead and make a roll. We'll say persuasion.
Yeah. 14.
14. They'll cut you a deal where if you go ahead and buy 3, they'll give you a 4th one for free.
Okay. So that's 25, 50, 75. Yeah.
75 for a total of 4.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
I have to, so 200 silver.
Oh no,
It's
we have
20
to convert. We have to convert
It's
money
20
here.
gold. So that's 80. Right? Sorry, I'm doing math. So then I would remove 75 from that. And just have 5. Okay.
So glad that you all tuned in tonight for this
Amazing.
math
So-
D&D that we're converting money and
Yeah. So now that the shopping is done for me, I am aware of this library of the spheres, right?
Yes, you were made aware of it.
So, Rayla is very interested in spending as much time as possible doing research on deities. She wants to look for that symbol that was on the journal and see if she can identify like anything about it. I know it's probably something connected to Leora, so if she can look up Leora in this library, I don't know if this is the kind of library for that.
Okay.
But then she also wants to look up like gods that were but are not anymore, or like any stories of like dead gods,
Okay.
and see like, is there any information about like what happened where?
Okay. Sure. Let's just go ahead and let's call this a. I'll just say we'll just go ahead and make investigation. We'll call it. Investigation is based off of intelligence, correct?
Yes,
Go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and-
use my inspiration.
Go ahead. Yeah, we'll just say because, you're kind of perusing this library, just looking for stuff that you're not really sure. And even if you're asking people, like, the names that you're saying don't really ring a bell to anybody, even the people that are kind of working here. So go ahead and
Yeah.
make that check, and then let me tell me what you get.
Let me see. Is there anything I can do to magically bolster myself with this? I don't think so. No. It's a 16 with
16.
my advantage from inspo.
Okay. The symbol, you don't find anything on the symbol.
Mhm.
Leora, nothing comes up.
Yeah.
However, let me see something. One thing that you do see, you see a story in one of these texts that you kind of turn open. A book about some of the gods of the multiverse. You start to read, and you start to get intrigued by this little story that you're reading through. And it states, long ago, in a time of turmoil among the gods, Lemus, the god of vanity, completed a powerful ritual that coded Rosellis, the god of empathy, their heart in a shell of evil magic to trap its divine nature within. This powerful divine magic caused the god to lose access to its own divine power, as all empathy flows from the heart. Rather than kill Rosellis, Lemus began to invade their followers, turning those who once cared for the feelings of others to individuals who only cared for themselves and their own personal agendas. Over time, the magic casing continued to slowly consume the heart of Rosellis, and as worshippers wore thin, time was running out. Rosellis died a slow death and retreated to the astral sea to lose themselves where they eventually became nothing more than a petrified husk of its former self.
I think I got like the bones of that in a whole. I just typed all that out. Whew. Wow, this is so novel on so many levels.
And in the writing at the end states that though the god believes to be to be dead, some still say, based upon the empathy in the world, there's some empathy still alive within.
Very interesting. No, Jamie, no foreshadowing death. Wow. Okay. Rayla, shift paper. No, I have a book. And no, I have my religious notes, and on one of them that's not fully filled out yet with weird Hermaeus Mora moving text, I copy this information down because I'm like, oh, I don't have a notebook, and
Perfect.
I probably shouldn't write in this book or just take it. So yeah,
Absolutely,
I'm gonna copy that down to bring it back to the group because I feel like that's a lead. It's better than nothing.
That's when you were specifically targeting like dead or floating gods in the astral sea. That's the only story that you found that was in this library that would help you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I go looking for the rest of the party.
Before you do that, you walk out of the library and you hear a voice say, "Oh my, is it really you? Is it, oh, finally, we have regained your presence." And about 6 people fall to their knees upon this. Basically you walk out of the library and it's this large landing area that has these steps that lead down to like a fountain area in front, and they're just standing. They were standing, now they're prostrate like down below, and just taking their arms like this, and they're just putting their noses to the ground. "Oh, we've been searching far and wide for you. Oh, Dark Star, we are so glad we finally found you. Why? What have we done to cause you to run from us? It's so good to gaze upon your glory."
My faithful disciples, please, rise up, for in seeking me, you have proven yourselves worthy of an even higher calling than once previously thought. Please stand, all of you.
Oh, sure, stand, and he
And she'll go and go to lift some of them up to make them feel really special, holding their hands and helping them up.
"Oh, how do I deserve? I don't deserve this embrace."
Well, you should know. You should never have doubted. And in fact, in questioning and assuming that I had abandoned you, it really is your faith was tested and perhaps shown not to be quite as strong as we may have thought, but you needn't
Oh, forgive
worry.
us in our weakness. Forgive us.
You needn't worry. All is well, for I have been called to something, and all of you have been chosen to aid me in this. But it is not something we must speak of here, where the infidels can hear.
Yes, this calling. How honored are we to be able to share in this.
Allow me to shepherd you to greatness. Come. and I'm trying to get these people out of the fucking street.
You don't even have to roll persuasion. They just start following you.
I'm getting them to the ship. I'm
Quickly,
getting them
come,
away.
come. She has spoken. The Dark Star has spoken. Let's follow.
Oh my god. Yeah, I take them to the ship. I was literally about to say, and you know what, when she walks home, she's gonna keep an eye out for anybody. And it freaking happened already. Yeah, I'll take everybody to the ship.
Okay. You take your whole. There's basically it's a group of 6 what appear to be to you astral elves of varying genders.
Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Yeah, is anybody else like on the ship at this point?
I would
Is
say
everybody else
probably
back?
Cleo and Zarin probably have arrived back, but Cecil's still absent, and so is Zalath.
Okay, yeah, well, they see Rayla with like 6 people following her. All of them have like some form of like jewelry or like iconography of basically just like a pitch black, like almost like Vanta black, like oval, like whether it's like a necklace or like a brooch or something. And they're all wearing like kind of colors that like match like Rayla's general vibe and like aesthetic.
Like purple and gold kind of, or
Yeah, but then there's also like the weird, gross, ugly, oily, like greenish black, like
gotcha.
throughout. Like it's kind of like a contrast. Yeah, I bring them onto the ship. Captain, we are so
Leo's
fortunate.
below deck stress baking right now.
Yeah.
So-
Captain, we have yet again been blessed by the Infinity Gate, for my followers have found me.
I see that.
We
They've
have been
come to
called to a
answer
higher,
a higher purpose.
a higher purpose. That is correct. We are here to serve.
Yes, of course. I am so glad that you found me. It simply was divined in the stars that you all would follow me here into a great crusade. A fight for power and glory and conquest in the name of the Infinity Gate. My cabal.
They seem kind of surprised at this at first as you're saying this. Like- and they're like, of course.
Do we have room on out of character? Do we have room on the ship for these people?
Better find it.
They could sleep on the floor.
They'll figure it
Technically,
out.
they can sleep in Cleo's room because Cleo's going to be sleeping in the last room, but Cleo, I don't think is going to want them to.
Can you show me the map of the ship, Michael?
I will, yes, and I will show this to all of our friends on Twitch first because they have not seen it yet.
Yeah, I want to see what I'm working with here, where I can put these people.
I'm gonna take you guys over to the new Bloodlusts.
Oh my god.
Let me drag your tokens on here.
Ooh, a black square, yes. Just what I wanted.
You might be able to. Did I share you guys a handout of it by any chance?
New Bloodlust, yeah.
Yeah, you guys should all have like a handout of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that way, if you don't want me to like move you guys all around on this map.
It's so
Oh,
cute.
right.
Oh my god, Michael, did you like draw all of this?
No, this was done by our character artist Jonesy. Did this for us. So
What?
yes. So I'm gonna put
All right.
not visible players. Oh, I get it. I see what I'm doing.
Oh my gosh, I see the captain's room. I know exactly which one is the captain's room, and I know exactly which one is Cleo's room.
Yep, they're all
And
pretty
Zalath's.
distinct, yeah.
Rayla would be up here with Zarin right now. Cleo said that she was downstairs baking.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen area. So Cleo's downstairs, and Zalath and Cecil are currently not here. I will put this on to Twitch. And I will have to make a couple adjustments, but you guys will be able to see. I'll see if I can get the handout to show everybody so they can see the awesome artwork of
Yeah,
the...
it's so cool. It's so cool.
It turned out so good.
He did such a good job. I'm so excited.
Well, I'm gonna put them in the cargo hold because that seems to be the most place, like the most area that we could put them in. I guess I'll go down there and like rearrange things to like set up bedrolls or something.
There's the new Bloodlust.
We do have a guest.
There is a guest room, yeah. You guys can kind of RP a little bit here while I'm adjusting some cameras on this overlay.
Captain, I'm so glad that you're able to find space for my noble-hearted, dedicated followers. It is of the utmost importance that they are treated with the respect they deserve.
Well, we were expecting them at some point, weren't we?
Yes, we were. We've been making preparations for them to be here.
Alright, if you would all follow me. Do they have items with them? Like, do they have bedrolls with them, or do I need to go or cure that for them?
They have like satchels and bags and stuff that they're carrying, but it's not like they're not wearing like adventurers backpack, things.
Yeah, I will lead them down to the cargo hold and get them to help me like rearrange like the space so they have a space for them to lay down and move all the like any cargo that we have, push it against the walls as best we can.
Sure, yeah, you could do that. Actually, you remember in your initial the initial Bloodlust that you guys had actually didn't have this extra space. This was something that they had actually was able to kind of construct onto this. So it seems like the people not only did when they took your gold and stuff, they actually took some creative liberties and helped make you guys some extra space.
Yeah, I think Zarin asked them to like make it better, like however you can make it better, because this is trash.
That's right. Cool. Yeah, the art turned out amazing.
This is so
It looks so good. Like the coloring. Oh.
And it looks like it has the almost like little markings, like little feathery markings.
Yeah, the feather markings on its chest.
Feathery markings on the chest and stuff.
Yeah,
that's
so
super
cool.
too. Yes. Well done, Jonesy. You are awesome.
Well
GG,
done.
Jonesy.
GG Jonesy.
Cool. Cecil.
Hey.
Currently, the guild is doing a show.
Actively?
Well, they're getting ready to put this thing production together, and they're just trying to fill some holes in the cast. Their current production they're starting is called Goddess of Destruction.
So it's not pirates anymore.
It's not pirates anymore. It's a different one. This story seems to tell a tragedy. It's a tragedy about a royal family where a stepmother decides to murder and overthrow the father, thus sending the children against each other in an epic struggle for power.
All right. What kind of roles are they looking to fill?
There is one role somebody needs to play. They're looking for the brother, one of the brother who is a defender of the father who is brutally murdered, and is kind of up against the rest of the family.
Okay.
Pretty much a lead role.
Yeah. Cecil's gonna go for it.
I'm gonna go for it. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the this would take a little while. You're kind of brought in back into the guild, and you recognize some of the faces, and there's some people like that are waiting to try out, and you can see on the this is kind of the afternoon, so they're getting like some tryouts of people on the stage, and just you hear it's like, next, and you can see the people are just kind of coming through, and looks like they got some people that already picked. I knew this person would be perfect for this spot, so I'm just gonna kind of place them. They got kind of their members of their club that they know who would fit in where, and you recognize the juggler is there.
Oh, okay.
And,
I'm gonna walk right up to the juggler.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Welcome.
how's it going?
Hello. What have you been up to? Have you brought us any news from the outside? Any new acquisitions or anything that you might have picked up along the way over the past week or so?
Well, like what kind of acquisition? What are you looking to know? Some stuff happened.
Any new information that could help us, or anything? Any new items or merchandise or collected goods?
Apparently.
Yes.
There's like the body of a dead god or something, and people are like trying to mine out of it somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
For what, I wonder?
I don't even know.
It must be extremely valuable.
Probably. I have no idea.
Do you think you could find out?
I think we're going to it at some point, so yeah, I could.
Oh, fantastic. Could you, whatever you find, could you bring back here?
Maybe.
Oh, great. That would be good. Oh, what were you coming in for today?
Well, I was going to see if I could be a part of one of the performances, because we're going to be here for a few days. I think they said something like 4 days or something, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, but so we're pretty much locked in with this whole dead god thing and the mining. We're good, right?
I mean, I'm going to be going to it, and I'm sure I'll
Well,
find
great! You
something
got the part! You got the part!
Awesome, yeah! Wow, that's awesome. Great. What part?
Here's your lines. She hands you this, like, stack of papers.
I just dropped the papers.
Oh, you're gonna need to know your lines.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Your lines. Is it to perform?
I didn't have lines last time. I just kind of did whatever I wanted to do, and it seemed to work out.
You did that without lines?
You thought I had lines?
Oh, yeah, I thought you had them pre-written, to be honest.
No, that was just on the spot.
It's the new thing called improv.
I think this story will make more sense if you at least have an idea of what the lines are. I mean, you don't have to hit every word, but...
Okay.
It'll help with your timing as well, you know? It's like a cadence.
Yeah. I'm gonna start looking through it.
There's a lot of lines.
I'm gonna skip to the end.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a story where basically the conclusion is that basically everyone like kills each other. And there's no clear like winner of this conflict.
Hey, I needed to ask you a question.
Yeah. What is it?
What do you base your plays off of? Like you write them, right?
Not usually.
Well, I think whoever you do get to write them needs a little bit of work. Personally, I think.
Well, what did you change? What would you change about this story?
There needs to be some sort of love triangle here. There needs to be, like, you know, what's the whole point of killing everybody? That doesn't make sense. The play just ends.
Well, it's a tragic
What if-
tale.
What if
It's not supposed to make you leave all happy and skipping down the street. It's
right, but there's no. What if the two final people that kill each other were the two people that were in love the whole time, and they really didn't want to kill each other, but they had to, and they and they tragically die together.
I could see your point.
That's better than having everybody just die in the street.
Yes.
Also,
does make
whoever writes your
sense.
stories, like personally, let me be honest, whoever writes your stories, there's this stand in the city that sells these books, okay?
Yeah.
The books have better plots than this. I just pointed at the stack of lines. I'm gonna go in my bag and I'm
Do
gonna
you
take
have
out
any-
the one
you have an
funny
example?
story I have left.
Which one is it?
I don't think I had a name for it. I think it was just in my inventory. Yeah, just erotica novel.
I thought there was one that had a specific name, like don't become a puddle or something
Yes,
like
I
that.
gave that to somebody else. I gave that to somebody else. I don't remember who I gave it to.
You did?
Oh goodness. Yeah, I gave it to
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah, I think you gave it. I do remember you giving it to someone. I just can't remember who. I want to say it was the juggler, but I don't think that's true.
I don't
Call
think it
this
was
one-
him.
Call this one Texas Hold'em and me. I don't know.
Nah. There was
Sure.
one title I was sitting on called Astral Fishnets.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Michael!
it. That's it. This is
Yeah.
Astral Fishnets. Here you go.
Spicy.
It's got a little bit of spicy stuff in it, but the storyline is fantastic.
She like she's like, flipping through a little bit. Astral fishing during the day, huh? Romance by night.
Yes,
Interesting tale.
and I love fishing, so
Oh my
It gets
God.
a little specific in some of these pages.
yeah.
There's why are there so many fish puns?
Also, I think if we added more magical effects, that would also help with audience engagement. They really liked when I splashed water on them.
That was very good. We do incorporate some magical effects at sometimes with simple prestidigitation magics, and we do have our friend that is able to help us with our lines when we need them.
I think everybody also needs to learn how to just come up with lines. Sometimes the lines are better if you just come up with them, like on
Okay.
the spot. Because people are so worried about remembering their lines, they're just stammering. Like on the street when I helped that really nice halfling person.
Well, normally that doesn't happen. I mean, Marvin's good at what he does. I mean,
Yeah, but if
there must have been
instead
some
of
reason that
learning-
he was unable to deliver the lines that time if she was stumbling. I mean,
I have no idea why that would be. Honestly, it's so easy. Literally, I jumped on stage last time and just said whatever I thought. So, maybe, train them in that. Like, you could call it something like improv or something.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think that'd be a
Definitely
hit.
something that we
Every
could
play
look
would be
into.
different. You just have a base storyline, but every play is just off the rails entertaining.
Well, perhaps we could try sometime. So are you gonna learn the lines or?
I'm gonna do my best.
So you leave with this stack of papers,
Yeah.
and you're walking back. to the. You'd be walking back to the dock because you didn't give. Did you get any indication that people would be
Nope.
at the ship?
Nope. So I'm walking back to the dock. About halfway there, I'm reading through this, and I'm like, I'm so bored, and I throw it in the trash can. Like, if I'm passing by a trash can, I just throw it in there.
Okay.
Keep walking back.
Okay. Yeah, you just toss it in a trash can. You get back to see that Kiktownik is starting to get his things gathered up at the mana ship that's parked there. And you see Kiktownik there, and Kiktownik speaks in your mind. He's like, oh, Cecil, they had gone. I believe they may have gone to find the vessel you commandeered.
Oh. Okay. Where are you going?
Well, I was planning to go just make sure everything's safe at home in Thornagrin. My
Well,
homeworld.
Well, I need you to stay. Just another night.
Absolutely. I have sworn an oath to you. I will
Yeah.
indeed
Yeah,
do so.
you're my stage manager. I got another performance.
You
tonight.
did.
Yeah, they told me to rehearse my lines and they were boring, so I threw them away. But,
you threw away your lines.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what,
I think Sonic was your guy.
what would you like me to help you with?
I just need you to be there in case things get crazy.
Okay. I
Yeah.
will do so.
Like they did last time. It was very overwhelming afterwards.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You seem to make a lot of new fans.
I guess I did. I gave the juggler my secrets. But I don't know if the juggler's gonna use them.
Well, interesting. She knows what works for her and her organization.
But it could work better. Maybe I should become the new juggler. I'm just kidding. That's too much work. Alright, I'm gonna go find my friends.
I'll stay here temporarily and finish doing what I need to do here. Just come back and get me whenever you need me.
Okay. It's probably like 8 o'clock.
Sounds good. And
Let's
you head
get
back
then.
to the ship to see that the ship is almost done. And there's a boarding ramp there set up in the dry dock as the hummingbird-like ship is sitting on its hind legs. It's sitting there, and it's got this like boarding ramp that goes up the side. And there are some strangers aboard your vessel as well.
I'm gonna pull out my book to Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Bro.
Because all I know is that there are people trying to get Zarin in this city, so...
Yeah, you can see Zara and Arayla are also on deck, but there are what looks to be 6 other individuals standing on deck.
Oh, I would have led them down to the cargo, so I don't know if he'd see all of them.
Okay, well, you probably see Rayla and 2 other individuals then standing up there.
Oh no, I have to protect Rayla. They're gonna hurt her. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast one.
You're gonna
I'm
Eldritch
trying.
Blast?
Yeah,
Okay, Eldritch Blast.
try to
Okay.
knock him away.
Do I see this about to happen?
You do see Cecil back there, and he's got his book out, and it looks like he's getting ready to like hold his hand out over top of the book.
I counterspell him.
Okay. As the tendrils start to
Yeah.
creep out from the book, they just go.
Yeah, your tendrils creep out, and then other tendrils come in and slap your tendrils back in. It's a
Tendril fight?
It's a tentacle fight.
Tentacle
Yeah.
fight?
Why'd you do that? I'm trying to help you. You're cornered. You're cornered.
Cecil, how wonderful that you are on guard and ready for our crusade, and how fortunate that my followers have found us at this time as well, and they are also
Oh.
ready.
Gosh. Oh no.
Can I telepathically connect to Cecil?
Sure.
Cecil,
What?
I have no particular desire to be engaging with these people. I was hoping to perhaps use them as a distraction or fodder as needed for where we're going. But they found me before I could find them, and so I'm making the best of the situation. But they think that I'm shepherding them on a holy crusade. If you would like to know more about them later, I will tell you, but not right now. So just go along with it.
You could also just tell them there is no crusade and that they should leave you alone.
No, but it's also helpful to have extra people to go wherever we are going, to a body of a dead god, which I found information about that we will get into later.
Oh, the juggler wants some stuff from there, too.
Well, the juggler can go there herself.
I mean, if I'm going there, I could bring her some stuff from there.
Or she can go herself, and you can bring things to yourself. And us. And me.
Are you getting defensive with me, Rayla? Is that a little bit of empathy peeking through?
What do you mean?
Zarin was right.
I did see a book. I will tell you about it later, but I did see a book that talked about that.
Zarin was right. Oh, man. Look at you. I'm so proud of you.
Just, please don't, just say nothing to them if you, just say nothing to them. Just don't mind them.
I'm very proud of your current escalation of emotion. However, I don't know if I can pretend to be your follower here. Mostly because none of your pages made sense.
I'm not asking you to pretend to be my follower. I'm asking you to simply not speak to any of them until I can explain the situation to them and also all of you separately.
As long as they don't mess with any of my friends.
They shouldn't, because I'll tell them not to.
Good.
Well, everybody, this is Cecil. Cecil is the lead pirate of this crew.
Oh, wow, a lead pirate.
Yes, the pirate manager, if you will. But he's very busy, so he has to go.
Is it difficult managing pirates?
I walk away.
It's so difficult that sometimes he simply is at a loss for words. But enough of this. It has been.
What a terrible, terrible struggle it must be.
Yes, one day he shall be enlightened. But it has been some time since the lot of you has been able to properly offer prayer, and we must speak of the heretics and we must speak of the heretics and non-believers that seek to use power intended for us for great acts of evil, and how we must stop these heathens and Gentiles. So come.
Absolutely.
We shall
real quick.
Yes,
Hate to interrupt the heretic talk. I have a play tonight if you wanted to come. I'm just letting you know.
Excellent.
Alright. Bye. I'm gonna go find everybody else.
Your pirate manager is in place?
Yes, he does find that it helps to cultivate his skills to engage in theatrical activities.
Wow. I feel even more enlightened just the moments I spend here. It's just best day of my life. You see a tear.
The crew that I have found myself working with here has a diverse set of skills, and I think all of you would actually benefit from perhaps learning some new trades. We have a very skilled ranger. She wields blades, bows, and bakes cookies.
Oh, excellent. I have some skills. I'm a scribe.
Well, what else can you do?
Excellent penmanship.
And how will that help us stop the violent non-believers who wish to harvest things in the name of evil?
I can write the great deeds down.
There you go. You're getting somewhere. Perhaps it would benefit you to view the play tonight so that you have an understanding of how that should go.
That's a great idea.
It could help for recruitment.
You are so wise.
You're welcome. I lead them to whatever room the captain has them in, and like the captain is like overseeing them arranging the room, but I'm overseeing the captain overseeing them arrange the room.
Okay, you got it.
And then I'm basically just trying to distract them by like leading like some worship, and then I'm basically like gonna be like, all of you like need to like you need to have a night of fasting and seclusion, and you need to like repent and like think about like this great mission that you have been called to perform, and like and be introspective about it, and don't leave this room because you can't be tempted right now by like the outside world. You need to like think about your mission. I'll come get you when I feel like you've had enough time. You say your Hail Marys, you say your Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, like whatever. But it's like, yeah, like you say your prayers, you think, maybe have like a little circle to discuss, and I'll be back, kind of thing.
Excellent. Yeah, one of the cool things about this too, I would think that they have some kind of they go into that elven trance where they go in this trance, but their eyes kind of like shimmer with this glowing gold as they're in this trance, and they're kind of focused on these things, these instructions that you give, but also that black circle that you described, that jewelry, also glows with a hint of energy as well while they're in this meditative state.
Is that normal?
Probably.
Okay.
You'd probably be familiar with it. Cecil, I need you to make a perception check for me.
Yeah, boy.
That's a 16.
16. Above the dry dock area where there was a couple of buildings, you thought for a moment as you were just strolling about up there on the after Rayla had gone under the deck. You saw somebody that looked like they were looking in your direction in the vessel and then ran across an alley and disappeared behind a building.
What did they look like?
It gave you the same kind of vibe as when you were with Zalath that first time, and that one individual who reminded you of Zarin ran into that alley and then just vanished.
Captain? Captain!
Yeah, if you'll excuse me, and I leave the cultists to their prayers and hymns and whatever they're doing down here. I was literally just like watching in fascination, mainly because like I feel like Zarin expected this to happen at some point. I don't think she expected it to happen now. So she's a little bit curious, but hearing Cecil, she will go upstairs and find him.
You haven't even gotten the new bloodlust out of the
know.
bay yet, and you already have a cult.
I mean, this is fine. I needed more warriors, technically. It's a lot of work, but we'll get there. Go for it, Cecil.
I'm just screaming for the captain until the captain gets there.
What's wrong? I have my sword out.
Okay.
Over there,
I look.
there was a guy that gave me the similar vibe as before that ran in that alleyway. Also, there's a second thing. I have a play tonight, if you wanted to come. I was supposed to be studying my lines, but it was boring and I threw it in the trash.
That tracks. I will try to be there. What time?
I think it's like 8 o'clock. I didn't really ask. That's when I'm going to show up, so...
Oh, God. Yeah, Zarin kind of fights Zarin fights a smirk. I'll try to be there, and I'm gonna go in the direction he pointed me to. I want to see if I can track down this person.
Okay.
I'm going to go down to find Cleo.
Okay. You could smell cookies.
Leo has got a mess in his kitchen. There's like flour and sugar and like everything like all over the place. She's got like 3 different bowls going that are filled with like stuff that she's making, and 1 in the oven and 1 I think probably done at this point. So she's got like a tray of cookies on top of the oven, 1 in the oven, and then like 3 mixtures that are waiting to go into the oven at this moment.
If they taste anything like the cookies you made me while you were here, oh man, I'm gonna devour those.
For sure, yeah.
They're so good.
Cleo,
Yes?
I have 2 things.
Okay.
3 things.
Okay.
Number 1, the cookie
Yes,
smoke,
you
right?
can have a cookie.
Okay. Well, that kind of goes with number 1. The cookies smell great. So,
Thank you.
uh,
I haven't
number
had
2.
a chance to bake in a little while, so you know.
Yeah, for sure. Number 2, I have a play tonight if you wanted to come. I was supposed to be
Yeah.
studying my lines, but I threw them away because they're boring.
Well, yeah, that's right.
I also gave the juggler a 4th thing. I also gave a juggler my final romance novel I had.
Do you want
to,
one
like,
of
make
the
the
ones
plays
that
better.
you gave me back? Because I've read most of them at this point over the
Yeah.
past week. I've kind of been doing a lot of reading, so.
Yeah, I'll take them. Yeah, sure.
She'll like wash her hands because she's covered in like flour and stuff. She'll wash her hands really quick and then grab a few out of her bag to hand back to you.
Thanks. I'll put
Yeah,
them in
we
my
can just
bag.
sort of share, you know.
Yeah. Where was I?
You had a
One,
4th
two,
thing.
3. No, the 4th thing was the juggler. 3. What's
But
wrong?
you said
only
the
bake
4th
this much.
thing before you said the 3rd thing.
I did.
Yeah.
You only
Doesn't
bake
that
this
make
much when
it the 3rd
something's
thing?
wrong.
I'm
So
a
what's
little
wrong?
stressed.
Why are you stressed? What's going on?
I don't know. I talked to the captain and I was a little worried that the necklace that Zelath made me was a goodbye present.
He
but
made you a necklace? That's so cool.
Yeah, here, and she'll like hold it up. If you put
So, like, he told you he loved you too, right?
no, what?
Huh?
No?
Oh man. I didn't say
Why
that.
would you say? I mean,
I didn't
I
say
know that you love me and
Mm-mm.
that he loves me and that we are all best friends,
I
but
didn't
you
say
did
that.
not say that.
It's alright. He made you a necklace? That's really cool.
Yes. Yes. And if you hold it up to like fire, then it shows a picture of me and him reading books, and it shows a picture on the back. It shows of you and me and him kind of hanging out together. But it felt very like a goodbye gift, and so I was worried. And she's like, "Oh, don't worry about that because that's
Yeah, you
laser
shouldn't
problem."
worry about that.
Right,
He's
that's
not-
a
he's not
laser
leaving.
problem.
It's not leaving.
Well, I hope not, but that doesn't mean it's not true. But that
Well,
doesn't.
I know. So,
You know he's not leaving.
yeah,
You don't do. You kind of know that.
I do.
Okay,
It's
well,
part of the secret that I accidentally told you, but I didn't tell you.
you didn't tell me any secrets, Diesel.
I accidentally did.
Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't say anything when he gave you the necklace. That's weird.
Well, he said that it was for me and that he made it for me.
Yeah.
He said some things. He said lots of things.
I already said more than I
Anyways.
was supposed to. So,
Okay. Well, here's the thing, though, is that I'm a little worried because we were talking, and she asked me if I was, had feelings for him.
yeah. And that made you start baking?
Yes.
I'm confused.
Yes. Because they're supposed to know, right? If you know, then if it is, then you know.
I mean,
That's
not
how
always.
it works.
Not
Didn't
always.
It's in all of the books.
No, some of the books have slow burns.
That's true, but you still know when you know. There's
But
still a
if
point
you
where
don't
they
know.
know.
As soon as you start to know, that's what the slow burn is. You showed me these books.
I know, but there's still, you should, at a certain point, you just know how you feel, right? And I don't know, because I don't know.
Do you not know because you're worried how he's gonna react, or do you not know because you don't want to know?
I'm worried.
Well, you don't need to be worried about what he thinks, so...
I know, he's going to be my friend no matter what, but...
Well, he did tell me that he likes you, so... And not in the friend way. And then I told him that he needed to give you a moment, and I think that's probably what he meant the necklace to be. So you should just go kiss him.
He immediately pulls another bowl over and just starts making more cookies.
No!
I can't handle this right now.
No. I'll take over
I've
the
only
baking.
gotten. You don't know how to bake, Cecil.
I'll figure it out.
You
So
know,
do what
this
you
is
gotta
not
do.
something you can just figure out. You have to know
I
what
can
you're
do it.
doing.
There's
No,
a knock. There's a knock at the
really
open
bad.
door,
Hello?
and you guys see a female astral elf standing in the doorway to the kitchen.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Do you want
I
a
just-
cookie?
I apologize. I'm sorry. I must decline. I am currently fasting as per my instructions.
You can still have a cookie. It's okay.
I just wanted to say it is is it okay if I close this door? It is extremely distracting to try to fast when I can smell just delicious cookies.
You could just have a cookie.
I cannot. It's
I don't know why you could not have one. You should really. I won't tell anybody.
Honestly, it's disrespectful not to eat one of Cleo's cookies. And I'm not supposed to talk to you, but I'm kind of outraged that you're not having one of her cookies.
I'm sorry.
Eat a cookie.
I'm gonna go now.
Eat a cookie.
she does the Homer Simpson into the bush.
I told you to eat a cookie!
It's okay, Cecil. It's okay. There's gonna be lots of cookies. They can always have one later. I don't know what fasting means, but apparently they don't like cookies.
I'm grabbing her, like, the back of the collar of
She's
her
still
shirt.
like measuring
With a
things,
mage hand.
like dumping them into the bowl.
Oh, she had already closed the door. Like it's
No,
already
I'm
closed.
opening the door. I'm opening the door.
Cecil, Cecil, stop!
She's like hustling down the hall.
Hey!
Listen, I have meditating to do.
Can I ask you a question? A personal question.
Oh no.
Do I have a choice?
No. Come here. Come, let me talk to you. real quick.
Yes.
Have you ever been in love?
What does this have anything to do with
I
fasting
asked
and
you a
cookies?
question. You're avoiding it? Have you ever been in love?
Perhaps.
And did anything come of that?
Nothing long term.
And why?
It just wasn't the right time.
It wasn't the right time. Was it not the right time, or you decided not to do anything about it?
I think we both felt the same way.
But so if one person, right, just hear me out, likes somebody,
Mhm.
and the other person likes them too,
But you just asked if I was
No,
in
no,
love.
I'm
You just
asking
said
for a different
likes.
perspective now.
Like and love are two different words.
okay, if one person loves somebody and the other person loves somebody, should they just go for it?
I don't know the answer to this. It depends
You're
on the
useless.
situation.
You're useless. Won't eat a cookie, won't answer a question.
I'm fasting. Trying to fast and meditate.
You don't have to do everything Rayla tells you to do.
Do you know? Do you know? Do you truly know the Dark Star?
I travel with her quite often, and I often don't do what she tells me to do. I'm kind of not doing
She
what
is
she's
the
telling me to do right now.
glorious key.
The key?
The key to the
Oh,
Infinity Gate.
The key. The key to the... What's that mean?
She holds the balance within her grasp.
That's strange. I'm not gonna lie. She told me not to talk to you when I'm talking to you, so
Yes.
technically
I
you
feel
broke her
wrong
rules
for
too.
just listening to you.
Yeah.
Excuse
And
me.
you
I need to
listen to
go.
my
I
commands?
need to go continue my
Ooh,
fasting.
I
and
would hate
meditating.
if I had to tell her.
She starts like hustling away from you.
I would hate if I had to tell her because somebody didn't eat a cookie.
I'm fasting. She runs.
Layla!
Zarin, what is your passive perception?
Oh, good question.
Or
It went up because I leveled up to 17.
I will say this: you are probably actively looking,
I am actively looking.
so you can make a roll
Okay.
rather than me gauge your passive on this.
Every time I look at Raylan, I was like,
14 plus 7.
Okay. You're falling through the alley, looking slowly back and forth. You pass through one alley, and then you pass a crowd of people, and you walk into another alleyway.
Mm.
Just slowly walking, keeping your eyes shifting back and forth. And you can hear what sounds like footsteps behind you. It sounds like somebody is walking behind you, trying to creep up behind you.
How far behind are they?
You're not like looking behind you, but
No,
you
I'm
are
looking for,
yeah.
if just from gauging distance, I want to try
Yeah.
to be Xena Warrior Princess and wait till they're like within striking range so I can like pretend I don't know them, that they're behind me, and at the last second swing behind me.
Okay, make a deception check for me, because you're basically doing like a feint.
Damn. The thing she's good at. 19 plus 4.
19 plus 4?
5.
5, got it. You're not gonna believe that.
Did it roll nat 20?
I rolled a nat 20.
Hell yeah. Good duck.
So you wait till that opportune moment,
Mm-hmm.
and you swing your blade right when you think they're within that range of your sword.
Mm-hmm.
And instantaneously, a weapon comes up. And you just hear that metal and metal clang as your sword meets what looks to be a crude, like, blackened dagger.
Mm.
And you see a hooded figure standing behind you in a black cowl, and it pulls his hood back. Someone who you recognize. It's your older brother, Solin, if that's how I pronounce it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Solin. And he looks towards you. He's like, now. Easy does it. Not so touchy. And then you hear from behind you somebody move. Yeah, gosh, sis. Calm the nerves. Why don't you? Caesius, is that how I pronounce it?
Yeah, Caesius.
Yeah. Your younger brother appears in the alley. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Spelljammer Lost Divinity.
Oh my
I got
God.
get into a trap.
Oh my god, she went off alone.
Damn.